The great homeland. He reminds citizens that the military, who traditionally are used in Latin America to reinstate the political system, in this occasion will be used as makers of a new welfare for citizens, based on Article 3, Ordinal 6 of the Organic Law of the National Armed Forces. This project started with the Bolivar 2000 movement, which ended being the preamble to the sustained plundering of the national treasury by members of the armed forces, without any punishment whatsoever. The military theaters of operations were changed for the social action theaters, concealing the real intention of the regime. The advance to an authoritarian militarism sold to citizens under the name of social missions, as well as the presence of more and more active armed forces officers in government functions.
El ministro de Alimentación, el general Rafael Oropesa, y estamos inaugurando un frigorífico en Quibor.
The seeming success of some missions has recently been used by President Chávez as an export product disguised as humanitarian help.
La misión Milagro va a servirnos para esta labor de integración social con nuestros hermanos del Caribe y de Sudamérica. Cuba y Venezuela quieren ayudar a muchas personas que han perdido la vista o están a punto de perderla.
And whose only purpose is to spread the radical ideas of the regime with Cuban support and guidance and Venezuelan financing. What with the naked eye was a new direction in the participation of the armed forces as a social development element has transformed over time into a perverse loss of professionalism and reduction of our army to nourish his personal project of commanding a militia at his disposal. At the time, he has a new project called the Great Homeland.
¡Viva la patria grande!
This would be nothing but the dissolution of the nation-states existing to date to build a sole great homeland, ruled at his will, which would be born with the active participation of the radical indigenous movements and the vindication of the rights of the oppressed, where he would be the sole leader.
Está hablando el líder. ¿No les parece que merece respeto el líder que está hablando? Si yo fuera uno de ustedes y estuviera hablando el líder allá, bueno, yo me quedaría callado. Callado, voy a ver qué es lo que está diciendo Chávez.
The initial purpose of the Summit of the Americas was the discussion on how to eradicate poverty and how to create more work sources. But President Chávez's participation transformed it in bitter criticism to bury the American Free Trade Association.
Alca, alca, al carajo. Eso es el ALBA, Alternativa Bolivariana para la América. No es el ALCA, la propuesta imperialista que hizo el gobierno de los Estados Unidos.
Still not satisfied, he paid for an event called the Anti-Summit, where, according to his followers, launched him as the great new Latin American leader before his international allies, in the midst of a violent anti-Yankee and anti-globalization celebration.
Y los pueblos ya no aceptan aquí presidentes entreguistas ni presidentes arrodillados al imperialismo.
A few days after the summit, during the period of results evaluation, President Chávez harshly attacked the Mexican leader Vicente Fox, creating more controversy.
De que un presidente de un pueblo como el pueblo mexicano se preste a ser un cachorro del imperio.
This impasse between them led to the ambassador's withdrawal request of both countries. But the background of Chávez's attack to Fox seemed to be trying to cover the real motive of the differences between Mexico and Venezuela.
No se meta conmigo, caballero, porque sale espinado.